I just finished watching Devil in Disguise John Wayne Gacy series, and wow, this was disturbing, dark, and deeply emotional. Most people know him as the Killer Clown, but if you don't, here's a quick rundown. John Wayne Gacy was an American serial killer and sex offender who murdered at least 33 young men and boys between 1972 and 1978 in Illinois. He performed at children's parties as a clown while hiding horrifying secrets. Gacy lured victims to his home, where he would torture and kill them, often burying their bodies in the crawl space beneath his house. His crimes was uncovered after the disappearance of a teenager named Robert Peace in 1978, leading to one of the most shocking murder cases in U.S. history. Gacy was convicted of 33 murders, sentenced to death in 1980, and executed by the lethal injection in 1994. So this series is on Peacock. What really stood out to me about this series is that it's told from the victim's perspective, and I honestly love that choice. So many true crime shows end up unintentionally glorifying the killer, turning them into some kind of dark celebrity while completely forgetting about the innocent lives they destroyed. This series does the exact opposite. It refused to give John any sympathy or charm. Instead, it exposed just how manipulative, cruel, and monstrous he really truly is. The writing and direction are powerful because they center on the people who actually matter, the victims and their families. You really feel their pain, fear, and their lasting trauma that Gacy left behind. It's an emotional experience that doesn't rely on graphic violence or shock value. The series doesn't need to show the murders or torture to disturb you. Just hearing the victims' stories and seeing their families' heartbreak is more than enough. By the time you finish watching, you are not left thinking about Gacy as a figure of fascination, but as a reminder of how evil can hide in plain sight, how important it is to remember the voices that were silenced. But I have to be honest, some parts of it will frustrate you. Watching how certain people try to defend him or even justify some of his actions, it made my blood boil, to be honest with you. Especially when it came down to the victims, of how certain characters said that these victims asked for it or they deserve it. And don't even get me started with Gacy's lawyer. That man had me yelling at the screen the entire time. You really got to see the manipulation and arrogance that Gacy carried even after being exposed for who he truly was. The way he acted during the jail scenes, how detached he was from the horror of what he did, it's hard to watch at times because you can see how he tries to twist everything to make himself look like he was the victim. Unfortunately, there are people around him who actually fall for it. This part of the series captures how justice isn't always clean or satisfying. It's messy, painful, and full of moments to make you question how someone like him could have gotten away so much for so long. Another thing I really appreciate about the series is how they mix a real life photos, video clips, and images of the actual victims. It served as a powerful reminder of who John Gacy really was. Not some mysterious figure or a misunderstood man, but a true monster. These moments hit hard, grounding the story in reality and reminding viewers that these were real people with real lives taken away far too soon. This series doesn't waste time with slow pacing or filler. It jumps straight to the story and what happened to the victims. The pacing keeps building tension with each episode, creating this heavy, suspenseful atmosphere that pulls you in and refuses to let go. There were so many moments where I had to pause just to process what I've heard. The things that came out of Gacy's mouth were shocking, disturbing, and at times downright fucking sickening. With 8-hour-long episodes, the series given each case enough space to breathe and unfold without dragging things out. It's well structured, emotionally intense, and brutally honest about the horror of Gacy's crimes. For me, this was one of those true crime shows that stays with you long after you finish watching. I would rate this series an 8 out of 10. It's gripping, disturbing, and unforgettable. And I must say, I prefer a TV series like this, as I mentioned earlier, because I just can't stand nowadays where certain TV series that's based off of a serial killer, they just glorify it so much and make it seem like he or she is the innocent person on earth. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. And until then, see you later.